Okay, welcome. Shit. God almighty. Hey, welcome back to Shooting It Straight. Oh man, I spend a lot of time scrolling through the videos of channels that claim to teach concealed carriers or defensive type of shooting, right? And whenever I see a procedure, a technique, or a tactic that I know to be improper, I just kind of feel compelled to counter that. Okay? Now, as you can imagine, uh, this this has provided me with a lot of content for my channel here. I'm just absolutely floored by the enormous amount of misinformation and poor techniques being taught on the vast majority of channels on YouTube, gun channels. Now, and I've said this before, not all channels are doing this. There are a few very good channels out there. But many of these channels or that I have a problem with, some of them are very large, very popular YouTube channels as well. Now today I'm going to do a short video here to explain the right way and the wrong way to grip your gun whenever shooting with one hand. Now actually it's the right and wrong way to grip a pistol in a two-hand grip as well, but we're going to discuss only one-hand gripping today because that's what my contention is with on the other video that I watched. The inspiration for this video comes yet again from a recently published video from a defensive shooting school. And it was videotaped by another channel, the host of another channel that was attending this school. And this shooting school's expert trainer is teaching just the opposite of what is the correct way to do it. And so I want to bring that to light, and I want to show you, I want to demonstrate to you why it's wrong. Now, the channel that published the video claims to also teach defensive shooting. And while not necessarily a large channel, the host likes to attend a lot of defensive shooting schools across the country where he sometimes records the events and publishes it on his channel. Now, the host of the channel likes to remind his viewers that he has attended some 40 such schools, and I'll touch on that again later. The particular video that inspired my video today comes from one such school that he recently attended, and the school is ran by a well-known figure in the firearms training community. Now, this guy's video footage of that course is about an hour and a half long, and I watched it in its entirety. Now, even though I saw in that training course what I believe to be a few improper techniques, insofar as some techniques are concerned, such as closing an eye and taking aim, which is not something you're going to do in an up-close, sudden encounter. Really, the one that put sandpaper on my ass cheeks was the grip method being taught for one-hand shooting. Now, ostensibly, you may think that this is not a big deal, right? Well, let me ask you a question. If your gun malfunctions in a deadly gunfight, in the middle of a deadly gunfight, or if your gun got stripped from your hand, would that be a big deal? Well, then it matters, okay? Now, let's get right down to it. We're working with an empty, no magazine. All right. The trainer insists, now this is a one-hand grip, he insists that the students use a flagged high thumb. You see where my thumb is? That's called a flagged thumb. And he strongly discouraged what he calls the old revolver grip method of keeping the thumb low or curled. All right, this is curled, this is low. Either one is not much difference. Okay, what he's really saying is we can't use the low thumb or the tucked thumb method because it's old school and no longer popular. That's why we can't use it. Now, to be fair, I've seen that flagged thumb taught on many other videos and channels as well. This technique, this flagged thumb, is absolutely 100% wrong. And it could very easily be a costly mistake one day for the student. This is blatant incompetence by any defense-oriented trainer teaching this. And I'll explain exactly why they are so wrong. All right, let's talk about this high thumbs or flagged thumb position and why it's bad. And I'll give you at least 2 reasons for that. One, you run a high risk of either bumping an external safety, depending on what type of gun you have. You run a risk of hitting that external safety and knocking it on, activating it. And you also run a high risk of causing a malfunction by the thumb interfering with the slide. In fact, the host of the channel that attended this school and videoed this class and uploaded, he openly admits on video that for a long time he was causing malfunctions because he shot high thumbs and it was causing malfunctions constantly. He openly said that. Okay. Of course, he's a big proponent of the thumbs forward or high thumbs grip method. Now that resulted in him modifying his Glock frame, taking a Dremel and modifying his Glock frame to create a shelf for his thumb. Well, listen, here's a hint. The problem was not the gun. It was your grip technique all along. The gun was never designed for such a ridiculous grip method in the first place. That's number one. Number two, it reduces your grip strength significantly. This right here, this flagged thumb, reduces your grip strength on this gun significantly. All right? Masad Ayub gives a perfect demonstration of this in a masterclass segment entitled Proper Thumb Positions. And also on the Gun Guys segment, and both are on the Wilson Combat channel. He talks about that strength. The bottom line is this: neither one of your thumbs have any business being anywhere near the slide nor the external controls. Period. Full stop. Now, in nearly every badge cam video, I see cops using this improper high thumbs or flagged thumb grip for whatever puzzling reason. Is it any wonder now why about 45% of those videos show the gun malfunctioning during a shootout situation? The low thumb position, or curled, some people call it curled, low thumb, or the old revolver grip, that eliminates any chance of causing a malfunction because it's nowhere near the controls or the slide as it's intended to be. Okay? And it greatly enhances your grip strength on the gun. This is a natural grip, unlike a flagged thumb grip method. All right, now I want you to try something. Go ahead and make a fist as if you're about to punch a dude in the face. Okay? Now, is your thumb sticking out or is it tucked or curled in? I'll bet it's tucked or curled in. most of us tuck it in because it gives us more strength. When you grab a doorknob, for example, all right, do you hold your thumb out or do you use your thumb? Hell, I can't even grab the doorknob. Okay? That works. It works the same way when gripping a gun. Now, I've stated this in another video before. If you're only using one hand here, you need to muster as much strength as possible to both control the gun during firing, because you got to have a good tight grip on it during firing, and to retain the gun, to keep it from being stripped out of your hand. You lose both of these advantages, control and retention, when you use that flag thumb method because your grip is weaker. Now let me illustrate a little further. The flag thumb grip. How hard do you think it would be to strip this gun from my hand? It wouldn't be hard at all because there's nothing to offer any resistance. I've got no strength. Okay? It's easily done. Now, tuck in that thumb or curl it in. Like the old revolver grip. Alright? Tuck it in. Now, you've got resistance. You've got strength. You may be able to wedge that gun out eventually, but by then, hopefully, you can gain some sort of an advantage if it's ever stripped out that way. But this way, it's almost instant. You might as well just turn the gun over and hand it to them. Now, I challenge any trainer, any expert, to explain to me precisely why this flagged thumb method is better than this low thumb method. My prediction is that no one will step forward because they can't. This is exactly the kind of crap that inspired me to create my YouTube channel in the first place, so that I could counter these bad techniques with techniques that have been proven to work better. Now, that video brought a question to my tiny brain. Why spend the time and money to attend 40 different defensive shooting schools if they're all teaching the same wrong skills? You know what I mean? That's brilliant. Now you can go around and brag to everyone that you spent a lot of time and money learning improper defensive skills so that you can teach them to other people. Look, stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution. Now, boys, you can use whatever grip technique you desire, but I highly recommend that if you use that thumbs high or flagged thumb method, change it. Bring that thumb down to strengthen your grip and to eliminate the chance of causing a malfunction. It's just common sense, and it's been street proven to work for many decades now. Alright, that's all on this. Spread the word to your friends if you think that they can learn something from my videos. Leave some thumbs up so that I can kind of gauge the quality of content I'm putting out, and anything you think will help with the YouTube algorithm thing. Okay? Listen, thanks for watching. I'm Antonius, and ciao.